Good morning, Folsom High. It's Thursday, September 14th, and it's time for the news. I'm Sanders.
And I'm Maria. We have some short films coming up, but first, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Here's the news. We have a new face here on campus. Daria Register is our newest campus monitor. Daria, who graduated from FHS in 2013, is pleased to be back working with our staff and students. When you see her out on campus, stop and say hello.
Picture Retake Day is today. This is for people who bought a picture package but would like to retake their photos. Pictures will be taken in the theater lobby. If you haven't had your pictures for the yearbook or your ID taken yet, you should also get your pictures taken. Photos taken for student IDs are done at no charge. ID cards will not be printed on site. IDs will be distributed approximately 2 weeks after photo day. Photos may be purchased online only at lifetouch.com.
This coming Monday, a crane will be on campus to move AC units on top of the theater. Due to the physical layout of the building, the crane will need to be placed along the main walkway between the music and theater building. Students and staff will be rerouted to the fire road and then between the music and world language buildings. The main walkway to and from the student parking lot will be blocked off.
In sports, today girls golf is excused at 1:50 p.m. and girls volleyball players are excused at 2:25. Girls tennis is here at home against Del Oro, while girls volleyball will be away at Del Oro tonight. Good luck, Lady Bulldogs. And that's it for today. Tomorrow's Friday. Shout out to everyone whose names begin with the letter B, because you guys are the greatest. That's very great day.
Hello everyone, I am Maxine Nagana, and these are some of the highlights of my trip back to the Philippines. For the first week or so in our vacation, we tried to spend time with family. We went to places such as Uslub and Boracay, just to name a few. At Uslub, we stayed for a few days, exploring around the area and swimming with the whale sharks. We were prohibited from deliberately touching the animals, but some did get close to us. Next, we flew to Boracay and stayed there for a couple of days. When we made our way to the actual beach, the waters were crystal clear and blue. It almost didn't feel real at all. Afterwards, I took a reprieve at the house of one of my cousins to do a hangout and sleepover. We had fun and learned so much more about one another to make up for the years of being apart. In the limited time we had left on our trip, we visited a vendor building called Carbon Market, and they offered goods, savory delicacies, and entertainment. For us, we ate tuslubua, translated as to dip in bubbles, and scallops. And finally, we took a visit to Basilica Minore del Santo Niño and Magellan's Cross with the same cousin, and recreated some pictures to see the difference 6 years later. The trip was a magical experience that I'll never truly forget. That concludes the presentation. Thank you for your time and attention.
My name is Ian Bailey, and I'm going to be telling you about my trip to the coast of Oregon over the summer. I went to many different places along the Oregon coast, and these are some of them. The first place I went to was Drift Creek Falls, which is a waterfall and suspension bridge in the Oregon forest. Next, I went to Depot Bay, home of the world's smallest harbor. It is a very popular place for whale watching, and we saw some whales while we were there. Another thing I did there was visit the tide pools and lighthouse of the Yaquina Head Outstanding Natural Area. Established in 1837, the Yaquina Head Lighthouse is the tallest lighthouse on the Oregon coast at 93 feet tall. There are tide pools at Cobble Beach, which is just down the path from the lighthouse. Lastly, we went to the Evergreen Aviation Museum and saw the spruce goose, Titan rocket, Apollo 11 capsule, and a bunch of other planes from different eras. Those are the places I went to over my summer. I really enjoyed this trip and hope that I can go again.
Hi, my name is Aaron, and I'm going to talk about Deion Sanders, who is called Prime Time, and he's the best corner to play football. Deion Sanders dominated in football through all his life and played in the NFL for 14 years. Deion Sanders was the best corner who played football and baseball. Deion Sanders would hit home runs and score a touchdown, making him the first player to do this in a week. He was a two-sport athlete who played both football and baseball professionally. Sanders was known for his speed and agility on the field, which made him a dominant force in both sports. He was also known for his versatility as a player, as he could play multiple positions on the field. Sanders was a cornerback who was played for several times during his career, including the Atlantic Falcons, San Francisco 49ers, Dallas Cowboys, Washington Redskins, and Baltimore Ravens. Sanders' speed and agility made him one of the best cornerbacks in NFL history. He was known for his ability to shut down opposing receivers and for his ability to make big plays when it mattered most. Sanders' versatility as a player made him one of the most exciting players to watch on the field. Thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is Grace. This summer I started my trip to Taiwan on July 3rd, and I arrived on the 4th, my birthday. I lived in an apartment near Taipei 101, one of the world's tallest buildings with 101 floors. It is a popular destination for tourists. When traveling through the island, I went to many cat cafes. I believe that cats are very underrated. Believe it or not, all cats have different personalities. I went to a place in the mountains where cats inhabited the whole place. In Taiwan, there are many pet stores. A street near the apartment I lived in was basically dedicated to pet stores. All the animals there were very adorable and looked happy. The food in Taipei was excellent, whether I got it from a $60 buffet or from a local stall. After 2 weeks in Taiwan, my sister and I flew to Tokyo. The first place we went to was a popular shopping area for tourists. Then the next day, we drove to a hotel in another city. We ate dinner at the dining area that had an amazing view of Mount Fuji. After heading back to the city, my sister and I went to Disneyland. Besides the fact that it was around 101 degrees outside, everything was amazing and so magical. On our last day in Japan, we went on a hike where we had to walk up hundreds of stairs to reach the main area. Being able to see Tokyo from a high perspective was certainly memorable. Staying in Asia for more than 1 month really taught me a lot about my own culture and background. Thank you for listening.
Hello viewers, my name is Jamari Lewis, and today I will be telling you about my day for National Cinema Day. Sunday, August 27th was National Cinema Day, a day where in celebration of movies and cinema as a whole, movie theaters make the price of their tickets cheaper than usual, at the total price of $4 a ticket. After getting some cleaning done that day, my mother treated me to a hibachi takeout place near my aunt's house. I got a beef yakisoba, and my mom and I split a Hawaiian sushi roll plate. Afterwards, my aunt took me and my cousins to Fun Zone Arcade. They had a lot of games to choose from, like skee ball, an assortment of racing games, and more. I ended up spending the whole time playing pinball. Once we were done with that, there were some food trucks outside. I saw a truck for a bubble cone ice cream, which looked really good, so naturally I got one. I ended up getting a bubble cone with vanilla ice cream, whipped cream, and Fruity Pebbles sprinkled on top. When we finished our outing, my mom wanted to try out a vegetarian spot near my aunt's place for dinner. So, me and the family went. They had many options to pick, but I decided to get the vegetarian orange chicken with rice and a side of fried tofu, which was surprisingly really good. Then it was finally movie time. Me and my family arrived at the movie theater and got our tickets for the movie. We decided to see Blue Beetle, and since my cousin is a huge Blue Beetle and Cobra Kai fan, he was naturally excited for the movie. After purchasing the tickets, we headed inside to the concession line and got some snacks. I bought a medium bag of kettle popcorn and a pineapple Fanta. I forgot to take pictures of my snacks when I got them, so enjoy the sight of an empty bottle and a half-eaten bag. That was my day for National Cinema Day. Thank you very much for watching and have a good day.